Asked for Chevrolet sale when life gives you more.
Hello and welcome to Policy Bazaar. I'm Arjun Bhagat. Now, health insurance, as we know, helps us cover for our unexpected and planned medications and hospitalizations. But with over 100 products available in the market, it takes effort to identify the best options. To help understand the construct of such plans and their key benefits, we have Yashish Dahiya with us, CEO of Policy Bazaar. And along with him, we have a special guest, Anuj Gulati, CEO and MD of Religare Health Insurance. Welcome to the show, Yashish. Welcome to the show, Anuj. Let me start with you, Yashish. Why is there so much of confusion when it comes to customers? You know, there's confusion about cashless claims, there's confusion about network hospitals, non-network hospitals. How does one actually go about understanding health insurance?
Arjun, let's start with the fundamental. What is health insurance? Health insurance is supposed to cover any medical expenses occurring out of a medical emergency, which was unexpected. The unexpected is a very important word because healthcare and health insurance are slightly different. Healthcare is supposed to cover everything, expected or unexpected, which means planned expense as well as unplanned expense before you even took the plan. However, health insurance usually covers things that are unexpected. And that is why you have a lot of clauses that come in to health insurance plans. Usually when government provides a health cover, it would cover, you go to hospital, everything is covered. You know, if you look at the ECHS that the government employees have, or if you look at some of the Western countries when they provide health cover, it will cover everything. However, planned expenses, maternity, or if you know you've already got a heart condition, there's a moral hazard in a customer taking a plan when he's already got a problem. And I think the insurance companies are also commercial entities. They also, to be fair to them, they cannot take on the burden of a known cost, which is a definite one, right? So now when you're buying a particular plan, there are a few things that every person should look out for, especially when you're buying an insurance plan from a private or national health insurance organization. Essentially, you would look at what is the level of cover you require. That depends on your income and what kind of expenses you're going to have. You also should look at what additional things are covered, like is critical illness covered, because those are the areas where sometimes your claims can go higher. So high claims will come in cases of personal accident or critical illness, how much of that is covered. You should look at which are the network hospitals. You cannot go to all hospitals. You have to go to the network hospitals to get cashless claims. You can go to all hospitals, but the claims take a bit longer. You have to look at what are the exclusions and inclusions. So some policies will cover daycare treatments, some policies will not cover daycare treatments, some policies will cover some daycare treatments. You need to know. Usually a health insurance cover starts after 24 hours of being in a hospital. Now as a layman, that came as news to me, so it's very important for a layman to understand that. Right? You have to look at what are the exclusions. Certain diseases are excluded. So most policies would not cover, for example, an HIV. Some do, but there are very few. You have to also look at waiting periods. Some policies will have a 2-year waiting period on pre-existing diseases. Some will have 4 years. So you need to look at that. You look at sublimits and co-payments. Sublimits are, as in the last 5 years, hospitals have improved. They started becoming a bit like 5-star places, which wasn't the case as we grew up as kids. And obviously that means there are more expenses. So some room rents are sometimes capped. Sometimes there's co-payments. Co-payments are usually for slightly elderly people. So, 20%, 40% of the cost needs to be borne by the customer. So you have to look at some of these things before you take on a plan.
Right. Anuj, you, of course, run one of the largest insurance companies, Religare. How does a customer actually go about getting that claim? I mean, and how do we understand what exclusions are? What is the graduated approach towards what disease is covered when? Because a lot of companies say heart attacks, if you have a condition, you will not be covered for the first 2 years. Some companies have it for 4 years. It is confusing for the individual, especially when you sign that document, which has 40 different, footnotes on it. So how does one go about it?
I think the way to understand the product and the category, health insurance today is given to an individual who today is well, hale and hearty, and if in the future he or she were to be unwell, the insurance company would pay all the expenses. if an individual is already been diagnosed with a pre-existing condition, in that instance, it is best for the individual to declare, and insurance companies, basis their criteria for evaluating risks, may or may not provide an insurance policy. What that does is, at the time of claim, which is what the policy is being bought for in the first instance, it simplifies the entire procedure and the customer interaction. There are two types of claims, as Yashish also just mentioned. The most common form, in which the customer values the most, is the cashless claim. That is, if I were unwell and I was hospitalized, the insurance company would directly pay the hospital all my expenses. The other form of claim, in case there's an emergency, in case I'm traveling and I'm going into a very small location, and hence a nursing home or a hospital which is normally not within the cashless network of an insurance company. In that case, I could be treated, pay out of my pocket, and later the original invoices I could send into the insurance company and be reimbursed my claim in that sense. So what I can tell you is the insurance industry in itself has been evolving and evolving very rapidly, and the industry has a great track record of paying genuine claims. Our own practices have evolved dramatically over the last decade or so, and in that sense, I can say with a lot of confidence that genuine claims, if a customer declared appropriately, and if it was a genuine claim, within 30 days, every claim in this country is more or less paid out now to the consumer.
Insurance is a new sector, private insurance especially. What are some of the new elements in it? What are the new products? I mean, you've been following this industry for a long time now. What is exciting about it right now?
I think if you look at the last 2 years, because that's the relevant time frame, I believe a lot has improved. Earlier it used to be cashless hospitals and networks, but now you've got your movement from one company to the other, which is now allowed as portability, which is allowed. And the second thing you've got is, there are certain unfortunate events in which a customer may hit his ceiling of, whatever, if he's got a 5 lakh rupee cover or a 10 lakh rupee cover. And in that case, you've got a reinstatement, which is a new phenomena that seems to be in the market for the last almost a year now. So I think these are the new changes that are coming, and companies are evolving. They're bringing out new mechanisms. I think the third piece that's coming on is a special situation. So earlier people used to take just a health insurance cover, but now critical illness and personal accident covers are being taken in large quantities. That's what we are seeing.
So if I can just add on, complement to what Yashish has been, I think there are 3-4 big ones that have happened over the last few years. So in the last decade, for one, the biggest innovation was about cashless treatment. Now in the product design and cover itself, one, any age enrollment. So even an 85-year-old, if he or she is healthy today, could get a health insurance cover. Earlier, there used to be an exit age, that even if I've started buying at 70 or 80, beyond that insurance company would not cover. Now we provide for lifelong coverage. No claim-based loading, right, is a big innovation in my view. Most of the policies bought in India are family floater policies. So the part that Yashish just spoke about reinstating the premium. So the primary question from the family used to be, I have a 5 lakh sum insured policy. One member of the family fell ill, and the entire sum insured has been used up. What happens to the other family members for the rest of the year? And there now we reinstate premium for the other family members, or for this member for another condition, so that they're able to continue to enjoy complete coverage. There is a shift towards even preventive. Now, if a customer is going to be with us for lifelong, so early detection will lead to early treatment, means the customer is happier, we have lower cost eventually over the life of a customer.
So what are some of the, how do you go about that? Do you offer them health checkups? So how does that happen?
So an annual health checkup is built into the plan. So we encourage consumers to take care of their health proactively, right? We have plans to launch, for example, OPD riders. We're going out and saying that if you're feeling unwell, go and see the neighborhood general physician. He or she very often, again, early diagnosis could very often lead to early treatment and keep you out of the hospital in the first instance.
Tell us about how a young person should go about buying the right health insurance product, and what should be looked into while buying it, not only for the young, also for the mid-aged or the older ones. As you're saying, it's now you're covering people up to the age of 85 or for their lifetime.
Start early, right? It's good to start early, because life is uncertain, right? when I might be diagnosed with a pre-existing condition, I don't control. So hence, and the day I might be diagnosed with a pre-existing condition, I might not be, a good health insurance cover might not be available for me, or it might come at a cost which might keep me out of, which might not make it efficient for me to be to buy that health insurance policy. As you evaluate a company basis the point that you just made about coverages and exclusions, about claim-based loading is a big one, right? I go back to that same point. I don't like to be in a hospital. If I am there because it's unexpected and it's out of my control, right? So evaluate that part. Evaluate the part about do they give me lifelong coverage, right? Because again, our generation, we keep saying now that 2 or 3 of us will live beyond the age of 100 in our generation, right? And so lifelong coverage becomes a very, very important feature. And the other aspect I would look for is some level of preventive features or preventive programs built into the health insurance cover. So if there is, as I said, an annual health checkup, it will help me, because otherwise there's a lot of inertia for me to go and get that done. It's a good thing. All of us know at the back of our mind we should get it done. If it's in the policy, it's a benefit. I know I will. There's incentive for me to go and get it done. Right? If there is an OPD rider built in, there is an incentive for me to go and see the neighborhood doctor the moment I'm sneezing and coughing, versus later realizing that it could have been swine flu, and so on and so forth. So hence, if look for a plan which is comprehensive, look to take it from an insurance company which is a specialist for this business. Right? Because increasingly you will see the level of capability they will have, the investment they make in technology, the investment they build around customer service will make a huge difference. Right? And once again, the key is that at the moment of truth, at the time of the claim, one should feel comfortable being able to interact easily with the insurance company and be able to get straight answers out of the insurance company.
Right. Yashish, Anuj talked about OPD. So how does, a lot of the OPD coverage is really not included in your health insurance package? And you mentioned that, hospitalization and all is covered after 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, can you clarify that? Is it a rider which is now available? How does that work?
Yeah, you can take an OPD rider. Some of the OPD costs you take on anyway can also get you tax benefits if you, take it within that rider, because up to 15,000 rupees and up to 35,000 rupees, including parents, you do get a health tax break as well. So, yes, most policies would not cover OPD or till you've been, so you would be sometimes surprised. You will go into a hospital, have an operation, come back, and as a layman, because you've not read the conditions, you may be surprised later on that, hey, the claim is not due because you did not spend 24 hours in the hospital. Now, that is the way it is. It's just good to be aware of it, that's a condition.
I'm going to once again come in here. And for example, in our company, one of the things that we straight away said was, if a customer is, again, no customer wants to be in the hospital for the night, right? So if there is medical technology has evolved and I could get similar treatment within a 6-hour period and rather be able to go home and rest, it's good for me because my cost is coming down. It's great for the consumer because he or she can be in the comfort of their home. So we don't reject claims ever, in spite of the fact that we have a list of what we call our daycare surgeries.
Right.
As medical technology evolves, we look at the case on its merit, and we are very happy very often to be able to talk to the customer to say that if you are willing to go home, we are very happy to support that, and we'll still make good the claim in that instance. So what you will see even from insurance companies is, the big change that has happened, a lot of us now handle claims ourselves. We've invested in technology and medical capability at our back end to evaluate each of these cases on their individual merit. And hence, we will see service levels improve dramatically, and a lot of these clauses will be interpreted appropriately in the benefit of the consumer, and a lot of those genuinely come back and benefit us as well as insurance companies.
Right, Anuj, Yashish, time for a short break. And when we come back, we're going to take your questions. You can write to us on ask.policybazaar.com or on Facebook/PolicyBazaar India. Or you can tweet us on Twitter at @PolicyBazaar_in. And we'll see you shortly after this break.
Baby. Looks nice.
Very pretty. भाई, occasion क्या है?
बस.
What you're buying jewelry for yourself without any occasion?
I thought I'll buy something new to get my husband's attention.
क्या बात है भाई? But baby, you have my attention all the time, huh? Don't you? What?
Occasion क्या है?
You don't need an occasion to buy yourself jewelry. Just log on to bluestone.com. Choose from a collection of fine jewelry and indulge yourself like never before. Bluestone.com. Fine personal jewelry.
कैशलेस अप्रूवल सिर्फ 65 मिनट्स में। तो क्या आप चूज करेंगे अपोलो म्यूनिक?
संगनी डायमंड ज्वेलरी, क्योंकि स्पेशल है वो।
With Total Quartz Car Engine Oil, unleash the full potential of your car engine. Total Quartz Car Engine Oil, more protection and more kilometers. Total.
Beautifully influential. Beautifully you. Chili.
Sri Sri Ayurveda's Urja Ayurvedic Energizing Tablets.
Go.
Refined our time. It's more than yours, it's more than mine. We'll find our time. It's more than yours, it's more than mine. We'll find our time.
Find your we time. TVS Vigo with Body Balance.
मम्मा मैं सिर्फ कार इंश्योरेंस रिन्यू कर रहा था।
बिना कंपेयर किए? Do you all buy insurance without comparing? PolicyBazaar.com पे जाओ, पॉलिसी साइड बाय साइड कंपेयर करो और पैसे बचाओ। PolicyBazaar.com.
Bacteria. Why should I drink bacteria?
Bacteria nahi, Dad. Good bacteria.
Oh.
They're good for your gut.
My gut?
Yeah, Dad. A healthy gut matlab a healthy you. Yakult helps control bad bacteria in your gut.
Tasty.
Welcome back to Policy Bazaar. I'm Arjun Bhagat and we are taking your questions. We've got Rohit with us. Rohit, what's your question? We've got two of our guests. We've got Yashish Dhaya, who's CEO of Policy Bazaar, and we've got Anuj Gulati, who is CEO and MD of Religare. So go ahead. What's your question?
Hello, everyone. My question to you is, that are the accessories and the extra fittings like seat covers, music systems, etc., that one adds to his car, are these things also covered under the car insurance policy?
Thanks, Rohit.
So Rohit, when you take the car insurance policy, you have standard fittings and non-standard fittings. So whatever comes standard fitted from the factory is obviously covered under the car insurance policy. In addition to that, there's an area called electrical and non-electrical fittings. You've got to declare approximately how much value of these fittings you have, and once you declare that, they are covered. Things that will come under this is stuff like fog lights, music systems. You may have various electrical and non-electrical add-ons in the car, including seat covers, etc. All that would come under this.
Thanks, Vinod. We've got Jaiprakash, who's written to us on Facebook. He says, I'm 34 years old and I bought a medical policy 6 years back and have continued it till date. However, when I took the policy, I was a non-smoker, but since last year, I've started smoking. Do I have to inform my insurer about the same when the policy is renewed? Will it increase the premium? What will be the repercussions? Anuj, why don't you answer that for us?
Sure. We work on the principle of utmost good faith. So we expect for the customer to declare to us upfront when they first buy the policy and at every renewal if there is a significant change in their lifestyle or otherwise. So if the individual has started to smoke now, the suggestion is please declare it to your insurance company. You cannot be denied a renewal because in this country we have a system of guaranteed renewability. At best, there might be a small loading the insurance company might apply, but that's in your interest. So please go ahead and declare it.
Yashish, we've got Ankur Solanki with us, and he's written to us on Facebook, and he says, I want to invest 1 lakh a year for 12 to 15 years. What should I take, a term plan or a SIP mutual fund or guaranteed return plan like Mahalife Gold from Tata AIA? He wants a return of about 12 to 14%. That's what he's asking for.
And a guaranteed return.
As a guaranteed return. Now, is that something which is...
No, that's not feasible. Any of the guaranteed return products in the market would typically give him about 5 to 6% after tax. Please understand after tax, because this after tax return is actually equivalent to almost 10%. You would get a tax break on both your investment and when you get the money back. But no, 12 to 14% you certainly would not get. If you want 12 to 14%, you would need to take some risk. You would need to have to invest in the market. While it's not guaranteed, likelihood is, at least historically, the markets have given about 15 to 17% returns over the last 30 years. So likelihood is, if the his future is like the past, then likelihood is you'll get pretty good returns over a long term. Markets have short-term fluctuations, but over the long term, you get a good return.
Anuj, we've got one final question. We've got Sunil Garwal, and he says, I've taken a home loan of 60 lakhs from HDFC for a DDA flat in New Delhi. And he says, I would like to know about any policy which covers the loan risk as I am the only earning member of my family. So how should he go about that?
Sure.
And it's an important question.
Sure. Whenever I take on a large liability, for example, a home loan, the way medical science, what are the risks that I run, right? I could die because of an accident. I could have a total disability because of an accident. I could be diagnosed with a critical illness, let's say a cancer or a heart condition or a stroke condition, which will affect my lifestyle and my earning capability. However, obviously at that stage I need this house the most. So hence there are plans available, critical illness plans available, which come with accident riders, wherein if I were diagnosed, so if I bought a critical illness plan in this case of up to 60 lakh rupees, and if I were diagnosed with a critical illness or were to die because of an accident, even if I'm alive after being diagnosed with a critical illness, the insurance company would make good this entire 60 lakh rupee loan. So that's a very, very important product which I recommend to every individual who takes on a large loan, a large liability, because medical science has progressed that most of us don't die anymore because of a cancer condition or a stroke condition and so on. We beyond that also live for the next 10, 20, 30 years, but our earning capability comes down. So in that sense, this insurance company policy makes good the loan amount, and I'm continue to enjoy the asset, which in this case is the home, which is so important for me and my family.
Right. Thanks, Anuj. Thanks, Yashish, for joining us on Policy Bazaar. That's all the time that we have. In our next episode, we'll be talking about online insurance plans. So if you have any queries, you can write to us on ask.policybazaar.com or on Facebook/PolicyBazaar India, or you can tweet us on Twitter @PolicyBazaar. So we'll see you next time on Policy Bazaar. Keep watching.
Wow, what a surprise!